Yes, may I continue? Yes, am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So according to the Kelvin's law, okay, if the annual conductor cost and energy loss, okay, if the annual conductor cost means what? Annual charges on capital outlay and running charges on capital outlay, if it is equal, then we can say that total annual cost of the conductor will be minimum. Okay, will be minimum. So the Kelvin's law states that the most economical size of the conductor is that for which the annual interest and depreciation on the capital cost of the conductor is equal to annual cost of energy loss. Okay, annual cost of energy lost. Okay, once I will repeat, the Kelvin's law states that the most economical size of the conductor, most economical size of the conductor means what? Most economical area cross section of the conductor, that is represented as small a. Okay, that can be determined by using the Kelvin's law. Okay, we can say that the size of the conductor is most economical when the capital cost of the conductor is equal to annual cost of the energy loss. Okay, at that condition we can say that the conductor size is most economical. Okay, so see over here, uh, as per the Kelvin's statement, C1 is equal to C2 means what? Annual charges on capital outlay is equal to running charges or or capital cost of the conductor means what? C1, and annual cost of energy loss means what? C2 is equal to one another. At that condition, the area cross section of that conductor is a most economical size. Okay, so most economical size of the conductor can be found by equating the equation. I am sliding my arrow pointer over here, see over here, k1 is equal to a, k1 into a is equal to k2 divided by a. Okay, if we rearrange this equation, a square is equal to k2 divided by k1. Am I right? A square is equal to k2 divided by k1. I think all of you got this. Okay, a square is equal to k2 divided by k1. If we want to find the area cross section, we have to just take the square root on both sides. Okay, a is equal to under root of k2 divided by k1. Okay, under root of k2 divided by k1. Okay, so value of most economical size of the conductor or most economical area cross section of the conductor A is equal to under root of k2 divided by k1, k2 divided by k1. Okay, so see over here, this formula, A is equal to under root of k2 divided by k1. Okay, so next case, the graphical illustration of the Kelvin's law. Okay, so see over here, the uh, graphical illustration. Annual cost is plotted on the y-axis and conductor area is plotted on the x-axis. Okay, so if we plot the graph between conductor area and the annual cost, it is straight line passing through the origin. Means what? ओके, आता बघा, एन्युअल कॉस्ट सी आणि कंडक्टर एरिया ए याच्यामध्ये जर आपण ग्राफ काढला तर तो ग्राफ कसा असेल? स्ट्रेट लाईन विच इज पासिंग थ्रू द ओरिजिन. आता बघा, अॅन्युअल कंडक्टर कॉस्ट आणि कंडक्टर एरिया याच्यामध्ये जर ग्राफ काढला आपण तर तो स्ट्रेट लाईन आहे पासिंग थ्रू ओरिजिन. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेस एरिया ऑफ द कंडक्टर इक्वल टू 0 असेल त्यावेळेस अॅन्युअल कंडक्टर कॉस्ट 0 असेल. म्हणजे आपण जर कंडक्टरच यूज करत नसेल तर त्याची अॅन्युअल कंडक्टर कॉस्ट किती असणार आहे? 0 असणार आहे. म्हणजे बघा ए इक्वल टू 0 असेल त्यावेळेस C1 इज इक्वल टू ऑल्सो 0 असेल. जसा ए वाढेल तसा C1 वाढेल. म्हणजे काय होईल? ए इज C1 is proportional to area cross section. C1 is proportional to area cross section. Okay. But if we plot the graph between the annual energy lost versus conductor area, जर आपण कंडक्टर एरिया आणि अॅन्युअल एनर्जी लॉस याच्यामध्ये जर ग्राफ काढला तर तो असा इन्व्हर्टेड हायपरबोला टाईप येईल. ठीक आहे, इन्व्हर्टेड हायपरबोला टाईप. म्हणजे बघा C2 बघा, हा ग्राफ कसा येतो बघा, मी एरो पॉइंटर स्लाइड करतोय, हा असा येईल. ठीक आहे, असा येतोय हा. Just wait. Screen is, I think, not visible. Okay, just wait. Now, is it visible? Yes. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see over here, if we draw the graph between annual energy lost versus conductor area. Okay. I think we have discussed that two important points. Okay, if the area cross section decreases, and the second case if the area cross section increases. Okay, so see over here, the area cross section and annual energy lost, what is the relation between them? Okay, graphically it is found that as the area of the conductor increases, the annual energy lost decreases. See in the graph, as the area of the conductor increases, annual energy loss going to decreases. Okay, annual energy loss decreases. Okay, so if we draw the graph, total annual cost versus conductor area, total annual cost versus conductor area. Okay, so see over here the point of cross section between the C1 and C2 graph. Okay, so I think this one is visible. Okay, so cross sectional point between the first and second graph. Okay, it is plotted on the x axis. Okay, extra plotted on the x axis, and it is denoted by the OX. Okay, it is denoted by the OX. Okay, so total annual cost over the conductor area, if we plot the graph, this graph will be like this. Okay, first of all, what will happen if the conductor area increases? Okay, if the conductor area increases up to, we can say that point X. Okay, means what? Up to the point X, the total annual cost decreases whenever the conductor area increases up to a point X, the total annual cost decreases. But after the X cross sectional area, the total annual cost increases whenever the conductor area increases. इथं बघा, जर क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया ऑफ द